Hi everybody, it's me, your old pal, Jake from Kaiju Legends, writer-director of the currently airing series Ultraman Omega. Just want to share a little update regarding the finale of Zone Fighter Season 2. Unfortunately, it's not not really like the best news. I mean, I'll just start up by saying this is a very big episode, and unfortunately, there's been a number of things that have kind of just transpired that have affected the post-production aspect of episode 10, and as a result I've had to make the unfortunate, very disappointing for me especially, but ultimately best call, which is to delay season 2 episode 10. I'm not gonna use the word indefinitely. It's probably gonna be G-Fest next year is the current plan. I don't want to get into detail about everything. Honestly, primary reason is for my own sake and health, because like I said, very big episode, and it's still got quite a ways to go, and because this is something so near and dear to me, I want to make sure that it's done right, to the best of my ability. So the episode has been pulled from G-Fest 2025. I'm very sorry if this is a disappointing thing. It is for me especially, I promise you that. But I do want to make sure that this is the best thing that it can be, while also making sure that I am doing it in a healthy manner. So yeah, plan is to probably do that at G-Fest next year. The episode will probably be done long before G-Fest next year, but I do want to have that in-person celebration. I think the G-Fest premieres have always been a big part of Zone Fighter since the beginning, since episode 1 in 2015, 10 years ago, by the way, crazy. But I think pushing it back will ultimately let me breathe a little bit and make sure that this is going to be a super fun, super satisfying celebration next year, to send off this little fan project of mine. So hopefully you'll join me next year. Again, I'm very sorry if this is a little unexpected. And this was unfortunately a decision that had to be made way later in production than I wish it was, and I think more than it probably should have. We have actually wrapped all of the filming, with the exception of stop motion stuff, and maybe 1 or 2 pickups. Everything has been shot. The episode is probably going to be an hour and a half long, is my estimate currently. It will not be at the con this year. I will share more details in the future once I actually have a more concrete release date or window and figure that all out. So I will keep you all posted. There will be other projects coming in the meantime as well. A lot of stuff that I need to get finished and off my plate, so be on the lookout for that. And so, to confirm, there's no screening of Zone Fighter of any kind at G-Fest this year. Some of the programs might still say Zone Fighter Season 2 Episode 10 on there. It's not being shown. There's no Zone Fighter showing at all. But, as a little consolation, if you are attending G-Fest this year and see me walking around and come up and say, hey, you might be given one of these. Who knows what that is? You'll have to find out at the con. It will be a little surprise. I'm sure it doesn't make up entirely for missing episode 10 this year, but I think it's a fun little thing, just a little trinket sort of deal. But speaking of G-Fest, it's a good time, I suppose, to announce that I do have 2 other things going on at the con this year. First off, on Friday at 11 a.m. in Sessions 1, it's the return of the Kaiju filmmaking panel that I did in the past. This is 10 years since I started doing that at G-Fest, and I think this is going to be a pretty fun panel where I'm going to get to share a lot of experiences and hopefully, as is tradition, help people in the community advance their amateur Kaiju filmmaking skills a little bit. So that should be fun. And then also, some of you might already be privy to this, but I have graduated a little bit. I am the official video contest judge for G-Fest, which is very fun, because I used to enter this thing myself many times back in the day. Got the trophies to prove it, actually. Yeah, so I am doing that now, which is really fun, and it really does mean a lot. It's been an honor to be given that position. Thank you to, you know, G-Fest and everything for allowing me to do that. It's very, very meaningful to me to kind of be running this thing now that I grew up participating in, and it was one of the most special things to me at G-Fest. I've not done it in a while, obviously, personally, but it's very nice to kind of carry that mantle now and help showcase some of the amazing work that is in the kaiju filmmaking community. So that is all going on Sunday. If you would like to join me in watching some amazing entries, the awards ceremony for, I believe, all contests, in addition to the video contest, happens first in the day on Sunday at
10:00 a.m.
in the
Dojo Studios room.
I'll have to fill that in later. So then later in the day at 1:30 in the Film Festival room, the actual screening will happen of all of the video contest entries, which should be a ton of fun. Obviously, I've already seen them all. A lot of really amazing entries. It was tough picking 5 winners between all of the people that entered, but I'm excited to see them all again there at the con. Hopefully you'll join me, and I'm excited to get to meet everybody who participated in that. So, you know, a preemptive congratulations to all of you who did that. I think that's it. Disappointing news, but I do have some fun stuff going on at G-Fest this year. This will give me the opportunity to create something much, much more special and properly send off this little fan project. So you're stuck with it one more year where I get to yap about it every so often. Sorry things have been a little dry on the channel end. It's been a very hectic couple of months trying to work day and night, basically getting this thing as far along as I was able to before I had to make the call to shift it. Anyway, I will talk with you all later. Hopefully see you at the con. See you later.